Hey guys, it's Archie Luxury, and we are live on the Archie Luxury channel. Let's run the intro and let's start the show. Archie Luxury. Hey guys, it's Archie Luxury, and you are live on the Archie Luxury live stream channel. How are you going? Guys, it's, what can I say? It's a beautiful, beautiful Monday morning. I'm in Shenzhen. Guys, I've actually been shooting some vids. I've got some vids coming very soon for you guys to see. I did some videos, did some filming, and I'm going to be uploading. The other good news is I've been uploading my story on my Archie Luxury channel about what? What's it about? It's about my experience with a BMW test drive. Go back to making shitty YouTube videos. Go back to making shitty YouTube videos. Yes, I'm churning out the shit, so to speak. I'm churning out the shit. What can you say there? And I've got to tell you something. I'm just pinning the link now. The link. Come on, baby. Pin message. The link is pinned. We'll also send a few. Let's send a few invites out. Who do we want to invite today? I tell you, let's get a few. Look, I would really love to talk to the Goldberg. I miss him. I like to talk marquee watches with Goldberg. I would like to. Well, Bear Clooney. What's happened to the Bear? Is the Bear coming back? Come on, Bear, come back. I like Bear. The Hofmeister. Can we get the Hofmeister in? Hof. I like to talk APs with Hof. Who else have we got there? I think it's a bit late for James. JJ Lecoute. He's got Sunday Fun Day. Let's get JJ on to promote Sunday Fun Day. We want to promote that. Who else have we got there? Let's have a look. See, I'd like to get Soyego on. Come on, let's talk vintage Corvettes. He's got a 1970s Corvette, the Coca-Cola shaped one. It's in that beautiful green. That's actually a nice car. The Zeal. I'll have to send the Zeal a link. Always send the Zeal. The OC. With the OC, if you come on, let's do a one-on-one. Just me and you. We do a one-on-one. We can have a bit of a chat. Marcelo. Would Marcelo come on? Let's see if we can weasel him onto my stream. He got kicked out of a few groups for spamming. Mark has just come back and told me he's on an aeroplane. No problem. I love you. Have a great trip. Have a great trip. There we go. How's that? No problem. I love you. Have a great trip. Yeah. In an aeroplane. See you in a day or so. That's the Goldberg. We love our Goldberg. He's a great guy. Who else can I invite on today? Austin doesn't come on. Austin doesn't come on. I think Austin, he just, it's just not his thing. Machine Gun Chris, come on, Machine Gun. It's now time for you to shine. It's time for you to shine. Okay, that's what we need you to do, Machine Gun. We need to get you on, and we can talk your new business venture. Machine Gun's got he wants to move into the micro brand space. He's got some beautiful stock. Let's get him on. Discuss it. Come on, Machine Gun. We've been dicking around long enough. We really do need you on. Tommy, let's get an update on the ring. What's happened with the ring, Tommy? Let's get it happening. Who else? I'm just having a look through my list of names here. Methy, what's Methy up to? Methy, come on my stream, man. I need you, Methy. Come on, Methy. Come on. I need to get Methy on. Who else have we got here? We got. Can I get the Stefano one? Is Stefano available? I'd like to have a chat to Stefano. Who else is there? Will Money. Will. Let's have a look. Just having a look. Bud the Stud. Can we get Bud on? Would Bud come on? I don't know. I'll send them a link. Okay, so that's basically. I've sent out the request to join the community, to join the Archieverse. We want Sov. Link for T-Dubs. Yeah, T-Dubs. So we've got 81 people watching. What's going on? It's another late start. No, I programmed it to start at this time. We weren't late at all. I can't wait for the show to start. That's discount. Oh, yes, discount was there. I can. Okay, we got one UCLT. He was there. He was waiting for me. Let's go. So we had some good punters there. That's all. We got some really good punters. Nice punters. No, it's fine. Link for Boston Collector. You betcha. Boston Collector. Come on the stream, man. I'd love to talk watches with you. So I've been in China lately. I've got two watches at my disposal. I've got my Breguet, which the Breguet itself, I really enjoy. This is a great watch. It is a great watch. I went out for lunch with this businessman. He bought a Breguet Type 21 in gold 10 years ago. He said he got a massive discount. Okay, yeah, and that's true. Breguet, he paid about 20,000 Australian, okay, which for a brand new Breguet is pretty good. I think that's very good. I think it's very good. No, I don't want to put the car salesman on speaker. I've got my battle with him. That's it, you know. By the way, guys, if you want to see a bit of drama, yeah, I went for a BMW. I went for a BMW test drive, and they just told me to go back to making shitty YouTube videos. So the other watch I'm wearing is the Tag Heuer. What do you think of the Tag, man? A quartz link. I tell you what, between the two watches there is a big difference. I mean, this is solid fucking gold for starters. It's not plated, and I mean, it's expensive. It's an expensive. It is very. The only problem is the leather. The leather. It's just when it's sweaty and wet. It's just. I love the watch. I do love the watch, but I love the watch. I do love the watch. What's going on here? What have we got happening, guys? Tell me what's happening today in your world. Wristwatches. How do I feel? You know what? I really enjoy them. How am I feeling with watches? I gotta be. We got some. Oh, he's going to the monastery. By the way, Goldberg has just told me he's going to the monastery. That's where he's going. He's just sent me a photo. Let's bring it up. Let's bring this photo up. This is Goldberg is at the monastery. That's with the dogs. You know, because he wrote the book with the monk. Remember, he wrote the book with the monk. There he is. Wow, that looks fucking relaxing. 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 Look at that. That's Goldberg. Ah, we got a super chat. We were saved by the Zeal. Thank you, Zeal. We got Zeal. What's happening? And Tan Zeal, first super chat of the night, $2.80. How is Descartes? Actually, you know, I got to tell you, I tell you what, I'm in a little bit of trouble at the moment. I've been, oh fuck it, just pour a little bit. Let's just pour a little bit in. Fuck it. Have a little bit of a drink, hey? Fuck it. Life is for living, guys. Fuck this. And now it's 9 in the morning. How is Descartes? Descartes is my good friend. Yeah, he's great. Descartes is really good. Good friend of mine. Descartes, he contacted me with the passing of my son. He sent his condolences. I haven't spoken to him lately a lot. I will give him a call. He's a good friend. He gave me that beautiful bottle of Johnny Walker Blue Label with my name inscribed on the bottle. He gave me that for my 40th. That's right. I got that for my 40th. And that's right. I got that for my 40th. He's a great guy. He's a great guy. Yeah, he's a really great guy. I'd love to, actually, I must give him a ring, you know. It's been a long time. I just been busy. You know how you drift apart? I'd love to catch up. Remember he had the Porsche? He had the last of the air-cooled Porsches. I love him. He's a lovely man. He also, he was big on the cameras. He had the Nikon D800. Here, Patek Philippe, $2.80. Remember when Marky fucked up the... Well, Mark, yeah, the cork disintegrated, yes. Yes, we do remember that. They were good days. They were good times. Yeah, they were really good times. They were good times, you know. I look back on my life and sometimes I miss more of an innocent time there. I gotta tell you, sometimes in life you do things and you can be let down. You can often be let down. It is difficult. Things are difficult. Things are not always easy, okay? They're not always easy. They're not always easy. I got some great content coming there. I do have some great content coming. And I got to tell you, it ain't always easy. Life is not always easy. They need more. I got to tell you, I really do enjoy the watches. We've got another super chat. Here we go. Patek Philippe, $2.80. Was London Bro House better than Brisbane YouTube meetup? Hey, according to, you know, I love the way this is done there. There's shows coming out. You know, I love the topics there. None of these guys were in the Bro House, but they love to talk about it. They love to talk about what's happening in the Bro House. They're talking about the fact that nobody made any money. everyone got COVID. That's what they like to do. They like to talk about all of this stuff, and it's the thing you've got to realize is London Bro House success. Everyone got COVID. Nobody made money. It's just ridiculous. Some of the things have come out. The Bro House, I actually felt I really enjoyed it. It was great camaraderie. Like the different guys, different classes, and different guys, different age group, different careers, professions. A few takeaways is don't discard the trades. There's big money in the trades. Gangster Gary. I had a good chat to Gary, actually. He was actually, he's a nice guy to talk to. I had a good chat to him, actually. Last day I had a good chat to Gary. A lot of camaraderie. The regret I had with the Bro House is I'm surprised Marcelo didn't. He's supposed to be a chef. He should have made some meals. He should have made some meals. We didn't get any meals. He didn't make any meals. He didn't do anything. It just, besides plomping the camera there, that was a big letdown. That was a letdown. I mean, I had a good camaraderie with Marcelo. We had a good chat. But he just seems to be self-interested in promotional for his own channel. I don't know. Is that healthy? Is that healthy? Was the London Bro House better than the Brisbane YouTube meetup? Was a disaster. Okay, that was a disaster. We got Patek Philippe, $2.80. Do you like Marcelo's WhatsApp video promotions lately? Let's have a look. Tan, can you find one for me? What videos has he been? What promotional videos has he sent? I'm trying to find them. He's done a few. He got kicked out of a few things. I'm just having a look. Just having a look. Just having a look. I can't. Tan, just send me the link for a Marcelo promotion. I got to tell you, I've been enjoying China a lot. Been eating a lot of delicious foods. I've been having a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Sometimes I've been eating too much. I want to just enjoy simple noodles. That's what I'd like to do. Simple noodles. And there we go. I asked the Zeal, and he's sent me. Oh yes, this is the yeah. This Marcelo time. Senseless spamming. It's hard to accept. Feels too commercial. Very disappointed. Yeah. I thought that was a fair. I thought that was a fair comment I posted. What do you reckon? I'm trying to get the Brotherhood, the Bro House Brotherhood here. We don't want to just be spamming crap all the time, do we? Do we want to be spamming crap? Let's have a look here. Marcelo senselessly just post, live stream. I said senselessly spamming. It's hard to accept. Feels too commercial. Very disappointed. I didn't yell at him or scream. So that's yeah. Le Mans didn't clean one dish or cook for anyone. Yeah, that's exactly. He didn't. He didn't cook for anybody. It was a bit disappointing. I gotta tell you, sometimes, guys, you can only try your best. What do you do? What do you do when it doesn't work? Sometimes these things do not work. More food reviews, Arch, you handsome boy. Thank you. Unless you count the oleaginous dip, Marcelo cooked nothing. Yeah, all he did is put oil into the dip. I think that pissed more people off than it actually I didn't mind it because I could dip my bread. I had nice crusty bread. I put the bread in there. It was yeah. Pavel, the veneer of niceness towards Marcelo is wearing thin. Well, I like to be honest, okay? I like to be honest with you guys. If he's just a self-interested shit, why not call it out, hey? No point hiding the truth, is there? Don't be scared of the truth. Don't be scared of the truth. That's the way, guys. No need to be scared of the truth. And yeah, that's what we found with the bro. We got Mike the Snake in the audience. Come on, Mike. Come on. Oh, we got Patel Philippe's given us a super chat. Which world time pulls the Sheilas? 52:30, 51:30, or 51:10? He's talking about the world time. And I got to tell you something. The Sheilas, I honestly, a lot of the Sheilas themselves there, I don't think they really care. I'm being completely honest with you, but let's have a look. Let's have a look. Pull the Sheilas. I don't think Rolex. I think, you know, the best watch to pull Sheilas was a bluesy. Let's have a look here. This is the Zeal watch. That is the actual tan Zeal watch. That's the one. This is it. That is the one, guys. That's the one. And I've got to tell you, I think it's probably the most beautiful. I think this bang per buck in the modern watches, that is the one I would go for. So by all means, I think that is absolutely beautiful. Now let's have a look at a 5130. This is my one. This is the previous model to this one here. Let's bring it up, big boy. Bring it up. We'll bring it up on the screen. This is on my wrist. Da-da-da-da. 5130. Now, come on. How does that not? The thing with Patek is, I don't know if it's really a watch to pull Sheilas. You know, I don't think watches actually pull Sheilas. And I got to tell you something. It's a funny thing, you know, when I became a YouTube celebrity and people started asking me to attend things, one thing I noticed was, you know what I noticed? I did notice this, was that instead of being impressed by people's watches, I was more interested in what they could do for me. I started to feel like I was a woman, because women, you know what? Yes, they like a guy to have a nice car and to have a nice watch, but they only see that as a sign. What can I get out of the guy? What can I get? And I got to be totally honest with you. I've been very content with this. I really love this model. Why do I love it? I'll tell you why, okay? I love the crown guards. I remember when the crown guards, that's an early 2000s thing, okay? I love the fact this is the big. This was when watches were big. Remember this Breguet. This Breguet is like 10 to 15 years. This was when it was its heyday. Big, chunky monkey. See, the fashion has changed. They've gone smaller because they were too, it's a hockey puck. They were too big. They were too fucking big. So I like that bygone era. You see, as that fashion changes, I like to go down that road. We've got another super chat. Thank you, Patel Philippe. Thank you. Patel Philippe, $2.80. When did you become a YouTube celeb? And do Facebook groups know? I don't think they do. I've had a very tough time on the Facebook. Funnily enough, Facebook is probably I think Facebook social media is the way of the future. It is. This is our new way of the future. MySpace. Remember they used to have MySpace, Facebook. What else was there? Remember you do your own little shit. Facebook's been very popular, hasn't it? Facebook. Tan's World Time is awesome. Awesome. Yeah, that is a beautiful watch. I gotta say, we've got the Watch Lounge, Machine Gun Chris. We've got Kessler.
Greetings.
Hello. Great to see you, boys.
How are you?
Good,
hey, man, I'm okay. I got to tell you, man, I was just running the show. Kesslowitz.
I saw you had the red can. Are you drinking the herbal beverage?
That's Chinese Coke Zero.
Oh, Coke. Nice.
Coke Zero.
I see. Diet. We're going with the diet. Nice. Love it.
I can't drink
Machine
the full
Gun,
stuff.
what's happening? Give us the goss. I hear there's news.
Yeah, same old, except for I did move back to Myrtle Beach. I am kind of working regular jobs, so that's why I hadn't been on as much now. But I did take over WatchGauge online, microbrand business. So yeah, WatchGauge.com. That's been up and running. Well, it's been up and running, but I took it over from John Keel. Then official, we did the relaunch.
Just hang on, we're going to announce this full screen. 1 minute there. I've got to grab the super chat. Patek Philippe, $2.80. What was key to a final boss in leisure suit? Larry 1. What was key? I can't remember. What was key? I can't remember. Leisure Suit Larry. I used to love that game. So, Chris, Machine Gun Chris, you are going to be selling micro brands. What's the name of your business?
Yes. It is WatchGauge.com.
WatchGauge.com. Have you got the website? Is it running? Tell me.
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's up and running. I actually added 3 brands so far, and I'm looking at adding probably about 7 more here in the future.
Which brands? Tell us.
Might be familiar with. They already had Ocean Crawler, but I updated SKUs on there, and there's a bunch of new Ocean Crawler on there, Roebuck, and actually added the Bosa. I don't know if you're familiar with the Bosa, and actually added Core watches, which has the titanium GMT, pretty good GMT, and I'm working on adding. It's a whole learning process because I really don't know technology that well.
You know, Kesslowitz, you could add some micro brands to fill the holes in your box.
That's an idea. So
it's the ultimate.
What's your best? What's your best selling Machine Gun? What's your best selling?
Zodiac so far. I do have a lot of.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Zodiac. Yeah, Zodiac has been one of the better selling ones. That, and we have a bunch of.
We've got Patek Philippe, $2.80. He's given us an apple. They love it. An apple. Thank you so much. Zodiac's a great brand. I got to tell you something. Tell me this. Have you had any sales since you've taken over? What's been a good seller?
Yeah, actually about 11 in the last week and a half or so. So it's been pretty decent. I'd like to do more. I just typed the name of the website on the screen here too.
Okay, let's go and have a look. Let's type it in. What's the name of the website again? Let's have a look. I've got to have a look.
WatchGauge.com.
Watch, GUAGE.com. Watchgauge.com. Just see if I can get it. 1 minute. Oh, how do I
And I
spell
have a
gauge?
discount code for all your viewers.
Hang on, how do I spell gauge? Sorry?
Gauge.
Okay, calling it up now. Watch gauge. Oh, here we go.
What were you saying, Machine Gun? Something for our viewers?
No, I was saying, yeah, I offered, I'll type in the code here in the chat for 15% off for Archie's viewers as well. We are
Very
running
nice.
20% off of
15% off for the boys.
Currently.
Very nice.
But yeah, it's 15% off your order. And we do ship worldwide. I just actually shipped a watch to the Netherlands the other day. So we cover your Australian and English viewers as well.
There we go. Now, just out of interest, guys, I'm not getting a cent to promote this. I'm just helping my good buddy, Machine Gun Chris. Machine Gun, what's your favorite brand there? Draken, you got Draken, you got the Electricians, G-Shock, NTH, Seaborn, and Zodiac. What's your favorite out of the lot?
I would say Zodiac out of the lot. Yeah, probably definitely Zodiac would probably be one of my favorites. Which G-Shock, I mean, you can't really go wrong with G-Shock either. Even though they're not really a micro brand, but we do carry a little bit of those.
Yeah, no, I understand. That's fantastic. They're quite expensive, aren't they? These watches are not cheap, are they?
No, yeah.
But you've got a big code. How much discount do they get?
15% off for you viewers. I am running a code on Zodiac, which I will type that as well for right now. But the 15% will be to your viewers year round. They can use that code year round on anything. But this is for the Zodiac at the moment. It is EC20. If anybody's interested in the Zodiac. Now the Ariel Adams should be off the website. That one is sold. It's sold. I don't know why it's not off the website. Like I said, I'm still kind of learning everything myself on the whole online internet process.
No worries. What's the Ariel Adams one?
It's the teal one with the teal strap. I thought I took that one off the site, but it.
Oh, that's the Ariel Adams one. Holy shit!
Yeah,
they had an Ariel Adams
the blind
one.
watch guy. Yeah, that was
wow.
a limited edition. Yeah.
That's fantastic, man.
But
no, look, I tell you what, guys, that's if you're looking.
So how does it work?
Now, the good
Do you
news
have
is,
any? Go ahead.
The good news is that Keslowitz, when he makes some profit, he's going to buy Rolex for himself.
Exactly. So tell us, do you have any of these like as inventory, or is it essentially like drop shipping?
Yes. Everything that's on the website is inventory except for Ocean Crawler, Core, and Roebuck are the only ones that I do not have physical inventory, but I do know who is the rep for him. He's the brand rep for 11 brands in the United States, so we can get him out pretty quick. Yeah. And I'm looking
at. Do you have a warehouse?
I don't know if you're familiar.
I just want to address the audience there, no. Dimmer. I thought you said the Beamer was a lease. Another lie. It's a PCP. In my country, it's a PCP, personal contract purchase. Okay, which has an option to give it back. Because of the tax, we don't have leases in Australia. We have a PCP, which basically means you have payments at the end of the term. You can give the car back or you can buy the car out. There's certain criteria, certain kilometers and condition needs to be adhered to. So it is, but for tax reasons, they stack it differently. Now, let me say this. Watch Lounge, Chris, that is absolutely fantastic. I got to tell you, I went to the London Times show. There was a lot of brands there as well. You know, there were some good brands there. I I got to tell you, these micro brands, they're for a different audience. Kessler, which you're not interested in the least, are you?
Not so much, but I mean, I'm interested. I'm just not a buyer at the moment. I need to be convinced. I need to be sold.
Could you at least convincingly tire kick? Can you at least convincingly tire kick?
That I can do. That I can do.
By the way, how's that Perpetual?
Definitely a niche kind of buyer.
I mean, you got G-Shock. That's a good seller. I mean, I could see those going off the shelf. What about Amazon? Do you have some sort of shop on Amazon?
Not yet, but that's going to be in the works. Going to add Amazon and probably an eBay page as well. Like I said, I'm still kind of learning on the fly as they go everything. So there's going to be a few bugs here and there on the website, but we're
Tell me this: are you glad to be out of New York?
Actually, yeah. Like I liked it, but at first, like after the first couple months, it kind of lost its luster after a while to me. I don't know.
Are you dating again?
Like I feel back. Yeah. Somebody I know from down here. I moved back to the beach where I'm from.
Okay, so you are dating now?
Mm-hmm.
Because in New York, you were just providing free meals to women, weren't you? Free meals?
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
It wasn't a booty call, it was a foodie call. Hey, Chris, let's catch up. What do you feel like eating? He was used. He was used in New York. He wasn't on big money. Look. Can you honestly not feel so? Guys, please don't get nasty with the micro brands. This poor bastard was absolutely fleeced. He was on low money in New York, renting an apartment, trying desperately to get a Rolex Submarino date for himself. Never got the commission. It was like the carrot that was, the donkey has the carrot on the. It's always unobtainable, right? Right? I mean, everything in New York is like that carrot, whether it's a pair of tits or a vagina. It's Ghana. It's like Amway. You can see why Amway is so popular in America. It's gonna be great. It's gonna. I got a joke for you, Keskowitz. Did you hear about the married couple who were virgins but had been married for 3 years?
Tell me.
The Amway couple who were virgins but had been married for 3 years. They hadn't done it yet, but it was gonna be great.
Right.
Sorry. So, that's a multi-level marketing joke. Sorry. And I got to say this to you, Machine Gun Chris, America is savage. It spat you out. You're a hardworking guy. You tried your best, and it was fucking tough, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is what it is,
Now you're back in the safety of your borough, your neighborhood. You're back in the hood. You've got an opportunity with this micro stuff to sell. I gotta be honest with you. I think you put a bit of effort in here, sell this sort of stuff here. I would also possibly sell a little bit of secondhand stuff too. Deal a little bit in that as well. We got a super chat from Brody, $5. Kesslowitz, my wife just asked me what week of the year we are in. Should I tell her? I'm lost.
We gotta Google it now. It's fucked.
Do you miss that? I actually think that what week of the year it is, was a very good function.
It is cool. I was telling the guys, it's interesting looking at it. It only does one turn every year. So you could kind of see on like a 12-hour reference where you are in the year. You're halfway through, you're 3/4 of the way through. I don't know. It's an interesting point of view. But there's some other watches that have weekly indicators, but they're not just a weekly calendar. Here, pull up this watch for me. There's another watch that has this that is really nice. The AP 1159 Perpetual calendar with the aventurine dial. I want to get your take on this piece. Some of the AP perpetuals also have a weekly calendar function with the same, 52-week outer ring.
You know what? I got to be honest with you. The 1159. You know what? That's what happens when you don't listen to anybody. You know that range is fucking ridiculous.
I want to get your take on this piece.
Why you would release a fucking dress watch in this market is beyond me. But what the fuck do I know? Now the Adventure dial, that's that bluey dial, isn't it? That's that.
Yeah, but we're looking for the perpetual. You're going to have to be more specific in the Google search. There's too many 1159s now. Is that it? Yeah, that's the one. There you go. No. There's a different one with the weekly calendar. Interesting. This one doesn't. Oh no, that does have it. It's on the outside. What am I talking about? Let's see a bigger photo.
Yeah, let's bring this baby up,
so this has
baby.
the perpetual with. Tell me what you think of this.
I'm just calling it up. Just give me a minute there.
That's actually one of the watches I didn't like whenever it first came out. But the more I handled it, the more it kind of grew on me too.
Oh, so you've handled this one?
Yeah, my time at Luxury Bazaar, we sold quite a few of those, of course.
And what sort of discount did you have on? What sort of discount did you have to give on them to get rid of these things?
Not a lot, believe it or not. They're kind of like a little bit of a niche market, but certain people do like them. They held around a little while longer, of course, than like say a regular AP like a 15500 or whatever, something like that, or even Royal, an offshore or whatever on rubber, stuff like that moves quicker. The 1159 stayed around a lot.
Here we go. We got a super chat from the Tan Zeal, Patek Philippe, $2.80. Would you have lobster in Bangor? Me, or would you get crabs? That was Bagnor, Maine. Remember the Bagnor? They had lobsters there. Remember they had the tie with the lobsters on it.
I see.
And Bagnor, Maine was the setting for many Stephen King novels. Did you know that as well?
No idea.
Yeah, Bagnor, Maine. That was a great place. I'd go for the lobster, Tan. We're going for lobster. I got to tell you something. I like these APs, but they should be priced. You know what these APs should be priced like? Like this Breguet. Cheap and cheerful.
So retail on this AP is $109,000 plus tax.
Holy fuck! Who the fuck would buy that?
European Watch Co has them for $70.
That's a pretty big hit.
And they're expensive. European Watch Co are not cheap. They're expensive.
Oh yeah, that's top. That's top of the market. It's a nice piece, though. If you forget the money, it's a nice piece.
I think the best bang per buck perpetual is the IWC.
Perhaps, but the reason I brought this one up is it has that weekly function. But it's kind of cool to add that.
Do you really need it?
No, of course not. Of course not.
Does it matter how many weeks in the year to go?
It's kind of cool. Oh, fuck it. You don't need any of this. Just extra. Yeah. How's the weather in China? Tell us.
Fucking hot.
Humid.
It's
Hot and humid. You got the
hot.
AC cranking?
Yeah. We got another super chat. Patek Philippe, $2.80. Can you get me a copy of your former Bigfoot book sponsor? Yes, I got those books. Yeah, the Bigfoot. Yeah. I remember that. I can get that for you, Tan.
Speaking of Tan, when are you going to step it up for the Grand Comp?
I know my limit. To be honest with you, I'm not stepping nothing up. I got to pay off debt. Can I say this to you?
Loser talk.
You won't even have you won't even carry a monthly balance, will you?
No. Why would you? Why pay interest?
Because you're short of money. You're living way above your means. That's the reason. You never been addicted to shopping on eBay or something like? You never had anything?
No. That's where you got to know your limits. You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them.
I must admit, this is actually in the rose gold. It is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. Let's go and call it up. European watches. What are they going for?
I think they have a white gold one, unless they sold it.
Let's have a look what these fuckers go for. You know, the thing about AP is, right, they're real fucking greedy sons of bitches. You know this, don't you?
In what way? With their retail prices, or what value delivered? What do you mean?
AP's they're just so up themselves. They weren't nice to my friend, okay?
You're talking after sales service.
Okay, let's have a look at some brands. Audemars Piguet. We get Piguet on, okay?
See it. Only 25
pounds fell off. Here we go, 66,000.
Oh, they lowered it.
White gold, blue. What?
They lowered the price. I think it was 70 last I saw it. So look at that, 109,000 down to 66 on a brand new 1159. Or what? This is probably within the last few years.
Let's have 113,000 for a. Fuck, that's white gold.
Mm-hmm.
Ceramic, 50,000.
Girl size.
15,400. That's what I like, the 15,400. You know, that's actually. What do you think of that? 35,000. Yeah. That's not terrible. Actually, actually, you know what? That's actually one of my favorites. The 15,400, I think, is the one I like most.
Mm-hmm.
The 15,500 when I did the 15,510. I like the 15,400 was a big chunky fuck off monkey.
It's not.
You know, can I tell you a story?
10 mil thick. Look right there.
The first time I got a upgrade to business class was flying from Bangkok to Hong Kong. I got another super chat. Let me grab the super chat, okay? I got a super chat here from Patek Philippe, $2.80. What's your favorite track from Woo Dog Recordings? Hey, man. I love Woo Dog. He was such a cool guy.
Are you Bobby Googling, or what are we? What's your answer? Woo Dog.
I have no idea. I'm not into that hip hop stuff. I'm into 60s, 70s kind of music.
Nice.
I don't like that Woo Dog shit. You know, I'll be honest with you. That music isn't that. I don't understand that rap sort of stuff. That poppy. I don't fucking get it. Okay, sorry. Mobster says I went to LV today, 7.5 for a LV 8-slot watch box. Fucking well, that's the price, Mobster. If you don't like it, don't pay it. Nobody forces you to buy anything. Now, I got to
How much are the
tell you,
Goyard ones? Are they about the same?
they're more, and they won't let you photograph them in store. Here we go. This is actually Royal Oak chronograph, 35,000. What would you rather have, a 15,400, or would you rather have the chronograph? Which one would you rather have? I think I'd go for the three-hander myself.
Personally, I'd go
me
for
too.
the 54.
Sorry?
Yeah.
I agree. Personally, I go for the 54 chrono.
Let's have a look what else they got interesting. Oh, quartz. They want 30 grand for a fucking quartz AP. You got to be joking, aren't you?
Crazy.
What size is that? 33 mil.
33.
Fuck. That's just for some rich fuck who wants to buy it for his girlfriend or mistress. This is their jewel time. These were never that. They never were that popular. 22,000 is 36 mil. Now this is what I like. Actually, I'll tell you what I like. For 22,000, I like the offshore diver. I think that's a fucking sexy watch.
That's a big.
It's got
that's
the
a big
waffle
chunky.
dial.
You like the chunky monkey? It's right up your alley.
Yeah, but it's also a good diver, don't you think?
Yes, I mean the answer is yes.
Okay, let's have a look here. See, here's a platinum. Fuck me, Dad. What the hell is this? Titanium and platinum. Do you like that?
Wow,
I don't like that dive.
I like that. That's amazing.
This is a 16202.
Holy.
Now these are cheap as fuck. Look at this.
Right.
This is a perpetual calendar. Yellow gold. It's only 36 mil, but look at that, 28. Now you can buy them a lot cheaper than that.
Very traditional.
Yeah, exactly. Very traditional, but I tried to get Hoff to buy one of these as stocking filler for his box.
I think the
Blue
1159 is much better looking. Wow, those have come down a lot.
What is this?
AP's really come down. They've taken a hit, huh? From the high market.
Here's a code 1159 chronograph, 28,000 bucks. That's still expensive, isn't it?
Yeah. Not a bad looking watch. I like that.
This is the 15510 Perpetual. Fuck, look at this. China limited edition.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Limited edition of 88 total pieces exclusively for the Chinese market.
We were talking about that. You know, whoever got number 8, his is worth more.
Or 88.
And I'm just saying, if it's a numbered edition.
Now look at this. This is the. See, this is 20 cents. See, that's still a lot of money, don't you think?
You can get those cheaper, though. I think you can get those low 20s.
This is a grand Sonnery, 80,000. Now look at this offshore dive. Why is that one 18,000?
18.5. It's probably naked. Let me ask you, would you take that offshore right there or a Pepsi? Same money.
Fuck, that's a good question, actually. I'd personally take a Pepsi.
Fuck.
What would you take?
A Pepsi, only because that's too big for me, though. But you could pull it off. It's just too big for my wrist, so I wouldn't. But
Let's have a look what they got in Pateks. Let's have a look in Pateks, okay?
Look, see, that's what's crazy. They have 25 APs and 92 Pateks. That just goes to show what
Patek,
sells.
look at the New York edition. Look at that. He's got, you know,
Oh,
the only problem with the New York edition,
what's that?
sale pending, okay?
Oh, maybe OC bought it. OC was looking at one of these. Maybe he pulled the trigger. Incoming. We have incoming for OC.
We got a super chat here. Patek Philippe, $2.80. AC3, I'll offer you $5.98 AUD for your new box, man.
I actually want to sell my boxes. Tan, WhatsApp me. Let's talk. I'm selling.
Why are you selling your box?
Because we got a 3-piece now. 3-piece. We don't need the 8-stack watch box.
Would you buy a 4-piece box or a 5-piece box?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe the little 2-piece Goyard, little two in
You
the
realize
case,
you've been played,
one
don't
on the
you? You
wrist.
realize you've been played, don't you?
I've been played. Tell me how. Tell me how.
You realize you've been played. You realize you've been.
Tell me.
You're going to buy more watches to fill the slots, and you don't like what it's done to you, do you?
Right. Yes, we came full circle on that. Yes. The grass is not always greener.
Here we go. We got a super chat from Patek Philippe. $14. Asking half to add that AP is like your dad asking you to add a horse and buggy to the car collection.
Exactly. Great analogy. That's exactly. 36.
You know what's wrong with the New York edition of the World Time? You know what's wrong with this?
Expensive?
That Raphael Young, the guy I can't stand. I mean, he's just such a fucking tosser. He's in all these exclusive clubs, right? I said to him, I'd rather spend my time with whores than go out with you.
So he has this?
Yeah, he has it. Big fucking deal.
I think you just save the money and go 52.30, like Tan. It's half the price.
I know. It only means something if New York is your city, right?
I think it's expensive because there's just a limited edition of 300, right?
Let's have a look. That's the only
reason.
See, this Calatrava is too fucking small. 33.3, no good. A 3700. This again is too small. I'm not really into the vintage Nautiluses, okay?
Yeah.
Now this is a 5170. This is actually nice.
Okay. Yes.
But
this is
price
something
is
worth
fucking
considering.
Delusional. That's delusional. That's
they're
really...
negotiable. They're negotiable on all these. They'll come down 10 or 15%.
Now this is a bargain. It's not a bargain.
Don't just skip over that chrono. You wouldn't do that? You used to go all gaga over the manual wine chronos.
Look at the price.
I know, but you could probably get that for mid-50s. Maybe not from them, but from someone else. You could easily get that.
Yeah, they're fucking delusional. They're fucking expensive, you know? They're not a sponsor on the show. I don't need to lick their ass, Keslow.
We're just talking about the watch. Forget European Watch Co. They take good photos, though. But you got to admit, the 5170, click on this piece. Click on this piece. Take a look at the case back. This has got to be the most visually amazing, one of the most visually amazing movements. I mean, yeah, the Lange chronograph kind of has them beat, but it's hard to top that. You gotta admit,
it is beautiful.
You know, would you rather have a manual wine chrono or the 5320 I just picked up? People often debate this, you know, which one to get, because
I'd rather have the Perpetual. Fuck it. I'd rather have the Perpetual, okay? Because let's face it, a Perpetual is really special. This is just a complication, whereas a Perpetual is a grand complication. And I think Perpetual calendar is the signature complication from Patek.
100%, right?
And I like
Because
the
you
modern
have
twist.
the Lamania backstory with all the manual wine chronos, you know. Nouvelle Lamania, you know, it's their base. The history
Exactly.
of it, you know. Right.
Let's have a look here. See, I sold one of these well, that's the platinum and rose. Okay, that is I love that watch. Okay, that is beautiful. Now, you know the 5159. See, I prefer yours to this. Okay.
Right. This is going back to the more traditional pocket watch style, but it's got the retrograde date, the snapback date.
Hey, I had one of these, a 5107. Fuck, they're nice.
Mm-hmm.
26,000. That's actually beautiful. Look at that. I missed mine. You know that?
Ivory dial.
Now, this is the one our good friend JJ's got.
Right.
I reckon that's an amazing annual calendar.
I like this layout.
You can get it cheaper than this. These guys are fucking expensive. JJ paid like 30 for his.
Actually, if you go to Collectors Huntington, they have one around 30K right now. They have pretty good prices over there.
These guys are fucking dreaming. The Nautilus, fuck me dead, 94,000. Fuck, that's expensive.
That's about the money.
30 grand for that?
I could see you getting one of those.
That's a lot of money.
Manual wine
50, 70. Now, this is a great watch, but the price, they haven't realigned to the market.
Those are pretty collectible. I don't think those
50 grand. That's overpriced.
I think JJ had that one too.
5146. This is in with the bracelet. I could buy that in Aussie dollars for that price. Actually, 55. I'd pay a little bit more, but that's in 30% off. I mean, these people are fucking delusional fantasists.
Right.
Here's a 5980, 120. Where do they get the pricings from? And here, okay, this is nice. That is nice.
With the Australia in the cloisonne, you know, that's the one for you. I mean, I know the price is ridiculous, but to have the Australia painted in there, one day.
What do you think?
That's epic. You know it's different too when you see that color in there. That's what's cool about there. It stands out. You know.
Yeah, I'd want one with the Australia in it. You know.
Fuck. So much money though.
Oh, we've lost Machine Gun Chris. Look, we wish him good luck with his micro brands there. I think there's a place for them. I got to tell you, would you buy a micro brand, Kessler? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't. You're not interested. Not interested in the least. You'd rather eat dog vomit, wouldn't you, than buy a micro brand? Okay,
I'd go
fair
Seiko.
enough.
I'd get a Seiko. A little Seiko for the beach.
Nod your head. Sorry?
I'd mess with the Seiko. You know, if you're going to the pool, going to the beach, maybe you rock a Seiko. But I already have one, so.
You know what? I find it hard to get excited for these. I went to this event. I'm not going to name it. Fucking dead. It's like eating food you don't. It's like eating tofu. You know, it feels like food. It tastes like food, but it ain't food. You know what I mean?
So this is the watch show, nothing of interest for you? I'll mess with it. Yeah.
You're nothing.
I'm in LA, Paul. We mess with the tofu.
I fucking hate tofu.
Gotta bring the cholesterol down.
It's spongy. You know what I mean?
You gotta air fry the shit. You gotta season it. You gotta give it some flavor, and you gotta air fry. Give it a little crisp. You know, like little fake nuggets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not for everyone.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone.
Does your wife like tofu?
Yes. Yeah. Does your wife like tofu?
Yeah, she does. She loves it. I fucking hate it. You know that?
Pull up
I fucking
Collectors Huntington. Let's see what they have in stock. You're in China.
before we
There's a
do
bunch
that,
of
can I
tofu
just finish?
dishes.
I just want to finish quickly.
Oh, yeah.
5140.
What else you got?
See,
Hit me.
that's too small. It's fucking 37 mil. It's too small. Okay?
Right.
Nautilus. This is here. Look, it's a great watch. 140,000.
That's SLC, right? Our boy SLC had that at Watch Time.
Yeah.
Heavy
5960. The price is
nice.
too high, but it's a great. And I think the problem with this watch here is it looks small.
Right. It's a big boy. That's a nice one, the New York edition.
45,000. Get fucked.
Yeah, but there's not that
Here's
many
a 5226. 42. That's high.
Yeah.
We got what's this? A Nautilus chronograph.
So of everything we've seen, what would you get? What if you had to pick one of out of the lot?
Now these are fucking worth 54,000. Is he fucking dreaming? These are dog shit. Nobody fucking wants these. They're 34 mil. This is a Neptune. This is a fucking Neptune. Yeah. There's bears. Fuck 53,000. That's expensive. Okay, look at this.
There's the salmon.
5320, 70. Is he out of his mind? They're 76,000.
That's a little high. You can get them for mid-60s, I think.
Okay, no, but look at this.
Oh, that one just sold for what he probably sold for near 70.
What's the difference between the two? Oh, that's the same. That's the same. Okay, we've got a 5. That watch means nothing. It's too small. 33 mil.
Yep. Not the piece.
Original 200,000. It's expensive. See that 34. See these are coming down. 22. Fuck, they were a lot cheaper. These were under 20 before. This is too small. 16. 74,000. I always thought they were ugly. Those skeletons. They're ugly.
Really?
Holy shit! That's my watch. 34.
Wow,
fuck, that's overpriced.
Definitely.
Aquanaut mid-size quartz 26. Fuck. I don't even like the regulator. Do you like the regulator one?
I wanted to like it. I've tried talking myself into it.
I can't fucking stand it.
And
the problem with the 4947, this is in the ladies section of the catalog. I mean, no rich cunt is going to buy this because it's in the ladies section.
Exactly. It is. It's just it's 38, but you'd think, oh, it's not that much smaller than a 40, but it's a lot smaller.
And it's in the fucking ladies section.
Right. Steel, though, it's decent buying.
I know, but it's in the ladies section. They should have put it in the men. Don't even get me started. Jumbo, no big deal. Now look at this, 59, 50, 70, platinum 200. That's a lot of money. They're dreaming. They're looking for super rich people who win the lotto. Or you know what these are priced for, don't you? You know what these are for? These are for super rich people who find out they get cancer or they're going to die soon. And they think, fuck it, I'm going to buy the Patek of my dreams.
They are one of the premier dealers, though, so they can top.
Now look at this, 66,000. How is that compared to what you paid?
I mean, that's what a lot of people ask. So I paid less, but that's generally
what did you pay for yours?
On trade, or what am I into it?
Just tell me what you paid.
56.
Okay.
It's 50. On paper,
Yeah,
I paid 50.
they're,
50, 50, 50.
they're 20% overpriced, aren't they?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, but they're
Let's have a look.
negotiable. You know, everything you see here, they'll take 10% below. I guarantee. If you call right now and offer 10% below asking, I bet you they'll take it.
I don't like to play those games.
I know. I'm just saying they're not gonna hardball on all of these prices. You know, they want to sell the thing. If you notice, European Watch Go 2, if it doesn't sell after a few weeks, they take a little piece off. You know, they start discounting themselves.
This is one of my favorite world times. This is the 5131P, the platinum. That's the previous. The only thing I hate about it is the fact it's got Patek on the bezel. It's a little bit tacky.
That's surprising. I didn't even know they did that. That's pretty cheeseball.
Oh no, they do that. These
That's
are worth nothing. These are worth nothing.
You love
Nobody.
these. You love these.
I'd rather eat tofu. Okay.
What did you say? Once upon a time, you said, "Oh, the Neptune is for the people that want to just barely squeeze into the brand." You know, it's the guy who it's the Mercedes owner that buys the A series. You know.
Yeah, they squeeze into it, don't they? See, these are fucking small as shit. You know. I still love the 5070, but 70 grand, fuck, that's a lot of money. Okay, so where do you want me to go now? Where do you want me to go now, Kessler?
Collectors Huntington. Let's see what they got. That's JJ's spot. He likes going. They got good deals. I haven't bought from them, but Collectors Huntington.
Oh, they're in New York. You're not going to get any bargains out of New York.
Never say never.
Nah,
we got to connect.
I'm just telling you.
JJ's got to connect.
Has he?
See what they got. You never know.
What brand?
You know, let's start with the tip top.
Interesting how they display the photo with the boxes. That's quite clever, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, less questions of what it comes with, right?
Well, look at that. A 51.9, 5119.
Wow,
at least they're in. At least, well, I don't know. It's a small watch. It's 35 fucking mils. What are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
See, that's not bad. 32,000, but it's too fucking small, that watch. Oh, here's the 6007. That's the steel one. 44. Fuck, that's a lot of money.
That's the one to get, though, don't you think, compared to the other AutoZone?
Well, actually, look at this. 14,000. Fuck, the 5196. They're plummeting, aren't they?
Fuck, that's a deal. Yeah. Why don't you get another one of those? Would you buy that back? You're done with the
It's fucking too small. It's 37 mil.
I know. You got to go 40.
You want a 38, 39. That's just...
What do you think of that chrono? 58? That'll fit you.
That chrono, it's a 5172. That's the blue dial. It's just a bad photo. Fuck, 60 grand is a lot of money.
Heavy hitter. It has a lot of similarities to the piece that, I just picked up. Arabic numerals, syringe hands, tiered lugs.
What do you think? You're looking for a second Patek, aren't you now, or you're not?
I think we gotta slow down. JJ says you gotta round out the 3-piece. He's recommending we dump the Explorer and add an AP. AP, Rolex, Patek, 3-piece. This is down the track. This is not anytime soon. You know what I'm saying?
What are you thinking of adding yourself?
Nothing. Nothing. We're just gonna wait. I'm just gonna enjoy everyone else's collecting journey and stand by.
Okay, so what brand of watch box do you have?
The report. Yes, here we're. Let me. I think it's right here.
Oh, the Rapport. That's the London one, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, let's just call these up. See, have they got a smaller box you can get? Let's have a look.
Okay. We are selling, if anyone is interested, in an 8-piece box. They're all packaged, ready to go. We got boxes for the boxes. Oh, it's not going to work with this whole fucking thing. Message me if you want the box.
Now,
yes,
if we look at the 4, if we look at a 4, that's what you want, isn't it? A 4?
That's a bad number, though. That's a bad number. It's got to be 3 or 5 or 6. You know, they do 5 as a single row. Have you seen those?
Yes, I have. I like this. Let's put this into US dollars. So the 4, a 4 would be perfect for you.
Yeah, but that's.
Oh, would you get a green 4? I reckon a blue 4 would be better.
Well, I have the green, but it's bad feng shui to get 4. Bless you.
That wine's kicking in, okay, Kessler?
Is that what this? You're allergic?
Yeah, I'm allergic too.
So it can't be 4. I think either a 3-watch roll, or a 5 or 6-piece box. I think we gotta go Goyard.
You gotta get one more. 2 Pateks and 2 Rolex.
Well, we can just do the roll then. 3 in the roll, 1 on the wrist.
How many watches would you want to add another one, don't you, or not?
Not anytime soon. Maybe next year.
Can we add premium garbage? Can we add premium garbage to your collection?
We have the pinnacle of watch collecting right here. We don't need to add. Maybe you're right. Maybe we add some garbage. Maybe we go Bell and Ross. Bell and Ross.
No, I mean, like, when I say premium garbage, right? How about you get a gold JLC, something like that?
Interesting.
Because I got the world time and I got 2 gold dogs.
I think 2 Rolex.
No one's super chatting. Come on. No one's super chatting, right? It's only me and you. Let's talk, okay?
I think Endgame,
I
2
got the
Rolex,
world time and 2 dog shits.
Yeah, get rid of those. Keep the Breguet. It's cool to have one. I think you dump everything. You go Breguet, world time, and dump the lot. I think Endgame, you just need to have 2 Rolex, 2 Patek, and just live your life. You could do 1 and 1. If you really want to indulge. 2 and 2. You all right?
I'm allergic to this wine I've been stealing. Can you believe that?
It's good you're staying in your room.
Hey, just when we needed some boost, we've got Marcelo joining us.
Greetings, Marcelo.
Hey, Marcelo, how are you?
Still tired. They still didn't come out of this.
People in the Brotherhood house are upset that you're endlessly spamming them, Marcelo. What do you think of that? Endless spam to your streams.
I don't know. I mean, I think they're saying too much shit. I mean, I barely, that I did a stream for nearly, I think like a week. I think only yesterday or before yesterday I streamed a little bit and that's it. So it doesn't make sense. But people like to say stuff. No, this is not new for
I
you.
must
You know
admit,
the
I'm
people.
disappointed you didn't make any food in the bro house for us. Besides
I
dumping in half a liter of olive oil into the dips, I don't know what food talent you did.
Nah, I just was tired, very very tired. I was very very tired and yeah, I mean just tired. By the way, Jamie came today to Japan.
Jamie's in Japan. Is he with you now?
No, he's just landed today. So
Hey,
he
what
just
airport
landed.
are you close to? Narita, or they got a couple airports in Tokyo, don't they?
I am close to Hanada.
Ah,
Because I
Guys, I
live
gotta
in.
run. I'll
beautiful.
try and hop on later.
Yeah.
Hey,
See you later, man.
Keslo, thank you so much. And I reckon we get a 4 watch for you. Get it. How much do you want for your watch box? Jokes aside, how much do you
Um,
want for your watch box?
750.
The green one?
750. 750.
Okay. Now I tell you what we'll do, Keslo. Can you please WhatsApp me some pictures of it? And I'm going to start
Yeah.
promoting that watch box until it
Okay.
sells.
That'd be cool.
It's in America. Free shipping within America. Okay.
Local
You
pickup
take
preferred.
PayPal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I can.
750, guys. And what did
Come
you
on,
pay for it? What do they sell for? What do they sell for, the green one? What do they
950.
sell for?
950. 950. Discount.
Quick $200 off. I mean, hey, that's honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. We'll see if we can get any bites. All right. We'll talk later.
Yeah, we'll get some bites.
Thanks for
Thank
having me
you.
on.
Love you. Bye-bye.
See you guys.
Archie, you
Hey,
need to stop
Marcelo.
listening to yeah, you need to stop listening to Lux with this bullshit that they put half liter of olive oil in the hummus and all this kind. Don't pay attention to his
Right.
bullshit, you
I
know?
can't hear you. I can't understand what you're saying. Sorry, what was that?
You need to stop listening to the Lux bullshit that they put half liter of olive oil on the hummus, you know? I mean, don't pay attention too much to that shit, you know? Ugh.
I quite enjoyed the olive oil on the hummus because I could dip my bread in there. It was quite good.
I know. I didn't put so much. Don't pay attention too much to his bullshit. He wasn't in the bro house. He didn't know how much fun basically we had and what we did. So don't pay attention too much to his to his talking. You know. Listen, Jamie landed today. I'm probably going to see Jamie in a couple of days because he still need to be a little bit with the wife, the daughter. They need to settle down. Then I'm going to meet them, and then you guys
You know,
going
he's
to
a
know.
really cool guy. Jamie's really cool.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
fantastic. Please look
today's a
after
nice
him
day.
for us, will you?
Of
Please
course,
look
of
after
course.
him.
Of course, today's a nice day. Yeah, the whole week was raining as hell because it's still now it's raining season. So today is
Yeah.
a nice day, but let's see how it's going to be tomorrow or so on. By the way, how are you doing? I mean, sorry I disappeared for a week. I mean,
Oh,
I also was very very tired. I think you also had this crazy long flight, right?
I tell you honestly, I had one of the worst seats on the plane. I was in the middle of the plane, middle row, middle seat. Fuck, I hate that.
Wow. Shit.
It was fucking awful. And then I think I caught COVID because I was so sick, man. I was so
Yeah,
fucking sick.
Me too. Eventually, I didn't got COVID. Me and mommy, we did a test. I didn't get COVID, but I felt like I got one because I was very, very tired.
Let me ask you
Bless
something,
you.
Marcelo.
Yes.
I tell you, I got the same problem as well. You know, the business isn't doing so well. Would you close your restaurant or you want to keep it open? What would you do? Is it making money?
First of all, I just came back now. I have a
You had some
table.
bookings, didn't you? Had some special bookings.
I had some bookings. I have a booking tomorrow also. Today's
That's
Monday.
good.
I have no idea. Today is Monday. I don't know if today there is something also we are changing. But look, everything is
I'm
getting.
coming to visit you in November, by the way. You know that?
Oh, nice, nice. How long you
Yeah.
going to stay in Japan for?
2 weeks.
You coming alone or you coming with the family?
Uh, I'm coming with the family, but I might come and see you myself.
I see. Okay, good, good.
You know, but I got to tell you, Japan itself there. Um, yeah, Japan is lovely. It's a good place to visit. Um,
Mm.
what's your what do you see yourself doing? Would you concentrate on, see, if you closed your restaurant, you could just do full-time streaming, couldn't you now?
Um,
Or there's not enough money.
I don't know. I mean, look, is YouTube is also not the most
I didn't make
ideal
any
place.
money going to England, did you?
Me too. It also was weak on my side.
Did you make any money?
No, no, it was also very weak in my side as
And
well.
also the time is so difficult, you know, like when I normally do this stream now, it's fucking 2 a.m. in the fucking morning, 3 8. What time? What just to tell you what London, what is London time? So in London now, London time now, let's have a look. London time is fucking 2 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, nobody in England would jump right now or would watch it now. Yeah, this is too late.
And it's
Yeah,
very cold as well.
it was cold, right? I mean, I didn't
Mm.
expect that. It was a big surprise for me. I mean, funny enough, some people say that now we're starting to warm up there, but when I was there, it reminded me March here in Japan.
Mm.
I actually came
Mm. And it's very
with
fucking damp. It was very damp as well, don't you think?
look. It was nice to see the people, uh, of course, Jamie, Thomas Burnett, Muhammad Ali, Ten. It was nice to see the people. Um,
Hey, I realized something. You know that T-shirt? It hasn't got ArchieLuxury on it.
yeah, 1 second. I'm going to calm her down. Relax, relax, Sabacha. Yeah, it's because the shirt it took about almost 3 weeks to make. Or we did the
Uh-huh.
shirt. Yeah, actually, the shirt it took like maybe a couple of days to do, but until you're getting the shipping of the shirt, needed to wait about 3 weeks. And so
Uh-huh.
basically, the shirts that you saw is based on a month before, and as you know, a month ahead, we weren't best friends, so that's why.
I see. We got Patel Philippe, $2.80. Marcelo, was the bro house haunted?
What the bro house? What?
Haunted. Has ghosts.
I don't know, baby. What do you think? I mean, the whole thing look. kind of surreal in a way. I don't know. It was interesting. The house was very.
Mummy was looking for you. I rang you. She was looking for you. Remember that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I actually was upstairs. I don't know why she didn't notice, but yeah, yeah. Mommy was nice, right? You like mommy?
Yeah, she's great. She's lovely. She's very good to you. You need to be nicer to her, but I think you need to give her, thank her. She looks after you a lot. She cares about you.
Yeah, she's great.
You're a very lucky man.
Thank you, thank you.
She's really lovely. And but I got to tell you, I was disappointed you didn't cook some food. I wanted to test your food, Marcelo.
Well, I mean, you want first of all it wasn't. I don't know. I was tired and. It wasn't ideal to cook there. It wasn't. Yeah, it's difficult to explain. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me.
Hey, we got a super chat in from Herman Sows, and I am wearing. This is actually my first ever Herman Sows shirt. Herman, I'm wearing it. I love these shirts. They are beautiful. Herman Sows, $20. Hi, Arch. Hey, Herman. Man, I haven't heard from you for ages, man. I've had some water under the bridge since I spoke to you last, Herman. Thank you for your super chat. Love you so much, Herman. What a nice guy. Yeah, I got to tell you, are you getting any more watches? What's happening with watches? Maybe you should sell a few off, Marcelo.
I look. I enjoy so far what I have. Is everything is too it's too early to decide anything now. I mean, I'm I still need to prepare things in the shop. I'm still a little bit confused on the arrival. I'm still didn't recover so much of coming back. That's why I also didn't jump for a long time. You know, so it's still a little bit off. I'm very surprised how you actually doing the shows. I think almost like a week ago you already started doing the show. So I don't know. I mean, this is very impressive. I'm still a little bit off, kind of. No, not so much. Still, I don't know. Like since London, very kind of off. Maybe I need a little bit more time to adjust. Maybe Jamie coming going to put me a little bit more in. I'm still very tired. I don't know why. Just very tired. You know. Make sense? Just very
I know
tired.
what you mean. Yeah, it's easy to get tired.
Mm.
It's what what can you expect, Butler? What do you expect?
Yeah. Also, summer doesn't help much here. It's also getting hot, and also was raining, and everything that doesn't help you to. It's still everything make you even more tired.
Yeah. Tell me this, what are you buying next? What
I don't know. I don't know. I completely don't know. I'm just try to recover now. I mean, not thinking about buying nothing yet. Actually,
Yes. Nothing. Would you sell some stuff? Maybe it's good time to sell. Get out.
also not thinking about nothing. Not buy, not
You
sell.
know,
Just
if you sold your watch, wouldn't you just buy a nice little apartment for yourself? Have some independence?
I don't need. It's okay. I am, I mean, I'm just maybe later I can think about that. Now my brain doesn't really work on buying, selling, on thinking about anything actually.
No?
She's getting crazy now. Sorry, Archie, that the bird got a little bit excited. No, I'm
It's
just.
okay. We got another super chat here. We got one from Patek Philippe, $2.80. Can you think Lux can open Tokyo kebab shop and defeat Cello? Yes. Yes. Would you ever go for discount food, Marcelo, instead of going high end? What about
No,
quick, easy
no,
eats?
no, not worth it. Not worth it. There's
Like a McDonald's,
some,
they quick, 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 quick.
yeah, chip shops actually did close a lot. I mean, I know about two Israeli cheap restaurants that actually already closed. So it seems that whatever people think about me, it seems that I am doing a thing or two good comparing to other business. So
What happened to your website? I think your website is just Instagram now, isn't it?
yeah, don't need a website. Don't need the
Okay.
website it was a waste of money, and there is not no benefit of having a website of my restaurant here in Japan. Are you familiar with Tabelog?
So
So
where
I'm
do you
more
get your
like
customers from?
this is what I said. I am more with Tabelog and the Japanese sites that actually Japanese food sites. Yeah, I'm not. I don't need so much the website. The website doesn't do me enough justice.
Yes. The
Look,
website doesn't do enough for you.
I'm already 14 years with my business. I mean, it's not that I opened my restaurant yesterday. So I think I know best what I'm doing in the shop already. So.
Mm.
Look, I have a style that I like how I work. I don't work so hard. I don't open lunch. I don't. I open only evening. I have specific clientele that coming. I enjoy that. It's good for me. It's relaxed. It pay the bills. That's what I like. You know. I don't need to work too hard.
How much is your
Simple as
rent now
that.
in the shop? How much is your rent each month?
Um, I can tell you this more in private. I don't want to too much. These
Sure.
things that we don't say in public, But let's put it this way: that the rents and the customers and everything settle down in the end. I mean, everything become even, become okay. You know.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but have you ever thought about doing something else? What else would you do now?
Well, I am doing YouTube once in a while.
Yeah, you enjoy the YouTube, don't you?
I am. Even so that this week it sounds like I don't because I'm still a little bit under this bad influence of the flight. But yeah, I do very much. And
Yeah.
meeting all most of you guys in London was amazing. New York is very expensive, huh? Phew. How the hell we can go to New York? It's ridiculous,
Yeah.
expensive.
Um,
Wow, New York is even worse than London. I mean, and no discounts at all.
I know. I'm gonna bring something up on the screen for us, our viewers here. We got something on the viewers. Patek Philippe, $2.80. Please play and comment on vid sent to WhatsApp. And just very quickly, we got Scratchy, $2. Arch, how much do you have in savings right now? I actually was going through this place I'm staying, and I'll tell you how much I got in savings. I found a Hong Kong $5 coin here. Here we go. That's my savings. I got one. See, I got $6.
Wow.
$5 Hong Kong. That's my savings, Scratchy. $5. About $1 Australian.
Wow, Hong Kong dollar is that low? Whoa.
No, Hong Kong's about 5 to 1 because the exchange rate. It's 4 point
Wow.
something, okay? That's always been the case. Okay, we're going to play a video here, Marcelo. We want to get your... Let's have a look at this. Going to have a look at a time warp, Marcelo.
Mm.
Oops, where's it going? 1 minute. I'm bringing it up. Better let me play it. Hang on, let me have a look. 1 minute. We've got Doc BBW. Okay, here we go. Bringing it up now. Share. Here we go. Just hang on, guys. I'm just trying to get this up. We've got Doc coming. Just 1 minute, guys.
Hey, Doc.
How's it going? We got a video coming, huh?
Here we go. Look at this. Fuck, this is Marcelo from... How long ago is this, Marcelo?
I still don't see nothing. I just see a blue screen. Ah, this one. Ah, oh, this
Oh,
is a long
wow.
time. This is 2011.
Nice toupee. Shouldn't have said that. Sorry about that. It's just it stands out though. It's time flies.
This is 2011 or something.
And a half of the
Really?
ribeye steak.
の材料は 1.5 キロのリブロースト、
4-5 teeth of the garlic,
4-5かけらのガーリックと
2 free tomatoes,
2-3個のトマトと
2 onion cutting in quarters,
2つのオニオンを4つに切ってください。
Why don't you put this on your own channel, Marcelo? This is great videos. What do you think?
This is probably
Marcelo?
better than a lot of what you
This is
have
John.
on your channel.
Sorry. What
And that's-
happened to Arch?
And that's mommy. That's mommy that was in the video. My God.
Yes.
So
that is
there's a pretty big age difference between you guys, huh?
Actually, no.
Okay.
Actually,
Well,
there's
then-
only 3 years different, actually.
Oh, well, she's taking very good care of herself, clearly.
Yeah, I mean, this is what advantage of, I think, most of Asians, that she still look young, by the way. I just age. I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting with most of Asian women, but hey, this is the way it is.
Well, you stay in pretty decent shape with the tennis and all that, so it's okay. So at least you don't have to suffer. I'm using an avatar right now because I got here late. But Machine Gun Chris was a victim of the modern world where, or maybe it's not even a modern thing, although I think it is. I think it's only in the last few decades that this is a case. But apparently in a psychology journal, they did a study and they found out that 1/4 to 1/3 of women were admitting that they were going out with guys for the food. That's actually
Wow.
pretty
Ooh.
huge because it's imagine like, well, how many does that happen that are not admitting that? And it has to do with the evolution of dating, you know, where 100 years ago dating was about getting married and you didn't date multiples and all that. You focused on somebody that
Yeah,
actually your family felt was a good candidate for
yeah.
marriage, and that was the dating experience, you know,
A-
100 years ago.
Actually, Archie, talking about that, we have a friend that they already closed a restaurant. They are very wealthy. They're very steady. He actually is an English guy, married Japanese. He have two daughters. One daughter is already married. The younger daughter, she is I think 25 now. She want to get married, but she registered.
Yes.
It, so listen, so she registered on a website that looking for serious uh, men that is already very wealthy, very rich, that looking for wives. Why is
Yeah.
that? You know, like they looking for
Because it.
money. You know,
But
you're
that's,
familiar with these things.
well,
Mhm.
women
This
Just
is
very
women
quickly
have,
there, I got to grab the super chat. Chelsea, £5. Marcelo, is it true that you didn't tidy up, wash dishes? Rumors. Did you cook something for others in the bro house?
no, I didn't. I didn't cook nothing. Okay, let's see another
There you
super
go.
chat. What is the other one?
Yeah, it's completely true.
So what is the thing now? Like
Look,
money
I
in
think
Australia is the
she's
same.
Japanese or she's what nationality is she?
She's half Japanese, half English. But yes, I guess she's
And
Japanese
where did she go
thing.
to school? Where did she go to school?
I guess because here in Tokyo, so I guess here in Tokyo, but I don't know so much
Uh,
details. It's
What,
not like I
what,
don't
what,
want to
what,
say. I
what,
just don't
I
know.
tell you what the problem is, okay? You're not
Mm,
supposed to say those things. If you're after someone who's rich, right? See,
mm,
she's uncouth. She's what you call uncouth. You're supposed to say things like, I like someone who is
mm.
independent. You want somebody, you shouldn't just say you're after rich because that's just a blatant grab for cash.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
How
I
do you
just
even
said it
know
very,
this? How
very
do you
simple.
know
You
this?
know,
Maybe she
it's
was just joking with you. How do you know she might have just been joking with her parents, I think.
no. The parents actually organized her on that website.
But maybe
More
she
like,
doesn't want to. I think maybe she doesn't want to find anybody. She just said that because you know
mm.
what? If I do find someone, I think she's just being pushed into it. She's Israeli, is she? And Japanese?
No, no, no. Japanese and English.
Is she good looking?
Yeah. I mean, she's 25. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it might be the wrong approach. That might be the wrong
Mm.
approach. See, even if you're after somebody with money, you shouldn't actually say that. You shouldn't
it's
Yeah.
say
So
kind
that.
of becoming more acceptable to be open about it.
yeah, you know what, Archie? It looked like, from what I understood, her age is her advantage to get somebody to get married. So now it doesn't matter if the person is 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. If you have money, is more than welcome. It makes sense. I mean, there's people like that, Archie. What do you think? Like
Ooh,
first, yeah, like money matter here. What do you think? A little bit nasty, no?
it's very nasty.
Mm,
It's very nasty. I think the problem is by advertising that if somebody does have money, right, she's commoditizing herself. It's not a good thing. What
Yeah,
she should be saying, you know, I think to be honest with you, she's doing it as a joke or it's not real.
yeah,
Somebody with money would be look. The reality is somebody that she wants
mm,
isn't going to be really so keen for someone who's so. And what age does she
yeah,
accept to date? Because she's going to have to date somebody who's probably more than double her age. Because for someone to be
exactly.
rich, they're not rich when they're 20. It takes you 20, 30 years to become rich. It does. You can't just
Yeah,
get rich overnight. It's very unlikely to be
exactly.
rich.
Look, she's 25. I assume that she already know that she will not get somebody less than 35 for sure. We in least talking about probably 35,
And has she
45.
dated many guys before? Has she dated many guys before?
Um, it's quite, the thing, it's funny because she, even though that she's half English and half Japanese, she doesn't talk English. So I never really communicate with her. I never really talk to her. Her sister is exactly the opposite. Her sister actually talk English fluently. So I was talking to her older
Archie, Archie,
sister.
Archie, 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 you Archie, super chat.
Super chat, little Dave.
Mm,
I don't really want to read that. You know what? Atomic bombings and that there. You know what? It's a. This is
yeah,
mankind. I think when you look at these things as a. When you look at these things here as when you look at these sort of
Wow.
things as one race against another race, it's very easy to say good or bad things, but it's human nature, and I think realistically, it's a great tragedy what happened with that atomic blast and that there, and
Especially
it's
since it
something
was
that is,
largely, it was partly political, right?
exactly.
So
So I don't know. I don't think it's such a great comment, little Dave. So I'm not going to read it, and I'm just going to ignore it. And I've deleted it. So thank you for your $5. I appreciate it. I got to tell you something. I think realistically, if you're trying to find someone, that's a stupid thing to say. Okay, what she should have said is,
yeah.
I like somebody with life experience. I like somebody who's traveled because I like somebody who you got to pick. You got to write it so it doesn't sound like
Um,
it's a quick
no, she
money
doesn't. She
grab.
doesn't say. No, sorry for the misunderstanding. She doesn't say this directly. What I told you, the website is based on that. This is a kind of a
Mm.
dating website that is based on, I would say, young ladies. They are looking for a serious men. They are that already have very stable
See, I
stability
think
in
that the
life.
reality is, unless they're weirdos, okay,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
decent guy that she's looking for isn't going to be turned on by that. Okay,
but I
I
will
think
say
she's going
you'd be
about it
surprised.
in the wrong way. To be honest with you, we all want somebody who's wealthy, and we want somebody who is, attractive, and we all want these things. However, I think the way she's trying to do it, let me put it this way, okay? Dating is like fishing, okay?
Yes.
Now, when you bait your hook, you can put lobster on it, you can put sausage, you can put anything you want on it. But the thing is, you've got to do it subtly and clearly. If you just go out there and say, I want this, well, I don't think it's going to work. Honestly, I do not, it's very unlikely it's going to work. But hey,
Well,
I understand a lot of people want to
the
find someone who is well off. I
They're
mean,
not typically
that's just
going to just say it like that, but there have been some interviews of college grad women asking, what they're looking for in their men, and unless they were cherry picking, there's about 20 different women that are saying they need anywhere between a man making 250,000 a year and 500,000 a year.
Yeah.
And that's a famous. It became a viral video because they were supposedly just kind of typical college women. I mean, they didn't, they weren't bombshells. They were, sort of just average college women. And it's almost like they had no idea what a typical man's salary would be. So that was the most interesting part of it. But yeah, I mean, by nature, men are looking for women who are fertile, and women are looking for men who can provide for them, and that's the way it's been since caveman days.
But I got to tell you, it's I'll tell you how it is in China if you want to hear about China's dating scene.
Oh, sure.
It's actually a disaster here, okay? And the reason I say that is they had the one-child policy, and what it's done is it's actually led to a situation where they have so few females because you could only have one child. The Chinese culture was they preferred to have sons. So you've got a situation where people terminated girls, and now there's actually a huge shortage of females, okay? Because the ones that are here, women have become a very hot commodity in China. Okay?
It's worse than that, though, because they're also modernizing. So a lot of the women are encouraged to, focus on career rather than family. And then the men are looking for younger women to marry. So they also have this term that they call leftover women, because the men aren't looking for 30-year-old plus women, because they're wanting to have, I guess, large families or whatever. I don't know, but I do know that it's getting squeezed from multiple sides, multiple directions, and then they have the shortage of women on top of that. So the men are going outside of China to find wives, is what I've heard.
Well, it depends how wealthy they are. It depends on how. The funny thing is, even normal, average, ugly, dumpy Chinese women can get husbands easily.
As long
the
as
women
they're
are
young
very
when
hot.
they do it, yes.
No. Doc. Let's back the truck up, okay? I'm here in China, okay?
Okay.
Even older can easily get married, easily. There is no problem because there is a shortage of women. See, what's happened is for every 100 men, there should be 100 women. However, because they've skewed it through government policy, you've got a situation for every 100 men, you've got 90 women. So what's happened is the women themselves there have become a huge hot commodity. Daughters are actually a godsend here. And the thing is, let me say this to you, younger, older, it doesn't matter. All the women in China can easily. Now, the thing is this, with wealthy women here, okay, so we joke about this, right? But they don't want to hitch up with a guy unless he's got an apartment. So these women have become very
because they're hypergamous, picky. Which is universal. Because
they're very
it's an instinctive thing for women.
Yeah, but Archie, the idea of apartment is like saying, well, if you own an apartment, it means you have money.
Oh. What's that noise? That's that What's that noise?
Is that his bird or is that the?
No, that was the bird. But I mean, the idea of I dating you if you have apartment, it means is because if you have apartment, you have money, or nothing to do with that reason.
Well, no, they want to marry people of the same class. Class is a big important thing in China, and if you are a working class person, it becomes very difficult. If you put it this way, if you have money, you always get more choices. Having money.
Could they look for a higher class?
Yes, Doc. What are you going to say, Doc? What are you going to say?
I'm going to say that the instinctive attitude is that for women they're looking to move upward. They're hypergamous. They're looking to move upward. They're not typically moving downward. The men are willing to date down, but the women tend to want to date up. I have a friend that's a 100 million or more millionaire. I don't want to give too many details about her, but I doubt she's watching though. But anyhow.
And as for Eric L, why don't you fuck off then, Eric? If you don't like the stream, just fuck off. Okay? What do I care, Eric? Just fuck off.
Doesn't like the conversation.
So you know a guy who's worth 100 million, and
it's a woman. She's a woman. She's a woman, and somebody I knew from high school and college. Everybody can universally
make 100 million. Can I ask you that?
She's a .com. I don't know what you want to call it, but she had a lot of success with the .com industry right out of college.
Yeah.
Okay. She used to be a front for Sun Microsystems because she was a gorgeous blonde, so they'd have her do the talking, and then she ended up learning the business via doing these talks. And over time, she formed her own company. She sold it for multiple millions. She formed another company, sold it to Microsoft, again, made multiple millions. But the point of it all is that she was never willing to date a regular guy because of that. That's the point.
Well, the problem is, Doc, I think she's unrealistic because let's face it, there aren't many people who are worth $100 million these days. If you're going to...
But that's the point of...
I remember years ago, I knew this Korean girl, right? And I said this to her and she got deeply offended. She said, oh, what star sign are you? What time were you born? Because they believe in astrology. And I said, look, excuse me, honey, you're 35. You're not that well off. You've got a master's degree, yes. But let's face it, honey, you need to pick any bloke who will make you pregnant and give you children ASAP. I told her this, right? And she accused me of being just a rude pig. And I said, honey, you're 35 fucking years old. If you don't have children soon, you will never have children.
Wow.
Now, Doc, was I wrong in saying that to her? I said, you can't be choosy. You need to pick a guy with a pulse. That's what I said to her. I said, you need to pick a guy with a pulse.
You're saying what the parents used to say, and who knows, maybe her parents had even said it. She may have heard it before, but it used to be that. And then the sort of the feminist mantra is to focus on the career and you don't really need a man. So it becomes this sort of dichotomy. It's hard to know, what to focus on. And it becomes an issue for that reason.
But anyhow,
and in a financial, so she's in her 50s now and she's still single, and she one time was crying because we're friends, so she was crying to me because she was realizing she'd never have children.
So Doc, why didn't you go out with her? I think she's trying to win over you.
Because I don't have $100 million. I do not have $100 million.
But you're a doctor, that's enough.
That doesn't matter. I do not have $100 million. I'm not in her league.
Her?
We used to go out dancing. We used to go out dancing. She wasn't interested in me other than platonically. I didn't.
How do you know this bullshit, Doc?
I know because I was hitting on her.
Yeah, he
Did you try
undoubtedly
and get
has
her?
at some point.
I
How
tried
did
everything.
Doc? I think I've slept in the same room with you. Your win-on techniques are lousy, Doc.
I wasn't pulling any moves on you, man. But I'm just going to tell you that it came out gradually. But by the time we were in our 40s, when she was crying about not having any children, that's when it started coming out that she'd been looking for probably somebody who didn't exist and all this other stuff. And she's feminist. Of course she's feminist. She's a multimillionaire, successful businesswoman, blah 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 blah. She was chasing a few guys, some Hollywood celebrity guys and stuff. Somebody like George Clooney, but I don't think it was George Clooney. It was somebody else. But anyhow, that was what she was dreaming of managing to get.
What nationality was she? You told me she was American. She was blonde.
She's a blondie chick. Yeah, I think.
She
I'll
was
be
a
back in
blonde,
1 minute.
good-looking chick.
I'm
She
just
looks
taking a quick toilet
Scandinavian.
break. I will be back. We got
wish
Mike the Snake joins the stream. How are you, Mike?
Well, thank you, Archie.
All I can say is she looked like a
I'll be
hot
back in 1
actress.
moment.
She looked like a hot actress.
Oh wow, nice.
So
But
maybe,
it sounds like she wasn't willing to compromise, and so now she's stuck single.
well,
When
But well, still in her 50s, she probably still look gorgeous because of
well,
good.
well, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really.
Yeah.
That doesn't really matter because the point of my saying the story is simply the fact that you know women tend to, no matter how much they have, they it's an instinctive thing. Women want to date up, and men, they don't care how much money a woman has,
Yep.
largely because whatever's hers is hers and whatever's ours is hers. So it doesn't really matter anyway. Men are looking for fertility, which usually means youth and other stuff like that. So usually it meets in the middle around age 30. But she was looking for somebody who was at least as financially successful as she was. It eliminated virtually everybody.
Yeah. You've heard the statement, men want one thing from all women and women want everything from one man.
I hadn't heard that, but that's a good one.
It's a great statement, and it's
Although
totally true. Like
we're making a lot of women in the audience, a few women in the audience upset right now.
I know, probably.
It started because Machine Gun Chris was talking about going out with women and they only wanted to go out with them for the food. And I just want to come on and comment that there's studies to supporting that.
Well,
And
I'd be happy to take a girl out just to keep me company for a meal. I do it often, and I'm really, of course, my intentions are manyfold, but it's not dependent or critical, that we hit it off and start dating. It's if you go into something with no expectations and it's just a lunch, then it's completely open to go in any direction.
Look, since I was young, when I was dating girls, I remember even girls that I was dating that they used to say, "Yeah, we love you. Yeah, you're great, but this is not what I'm looking for when I want to get married. I need somebody with finance,
Yeah.
stability. I mean." Marcelo, I don't see you stable. That time when I was actually cleaning dishes in a restaurant or working as a chef, we're getting minimum salary or something. So it was fun for how long it can last, if it makes sense. So you know. So,
JT member wants to know, Mike, now that you have the 930, how many hundreds of women have you been with? And just round it to the nearest
mm,
hundred.
Oh, well, I've only owned it for, a short time, so like
Yeah,
a hundred,
it's early in the process.
100 or so,
There you
you know.
go.
yeah, no, Mike, the
Early
same. You
stages.
know, I mean, it's when they asking this kind of person, how many hundreds of women? I mean, I cannot count them because some of them, some of that women, there was maybe one day date, you know, or you know, it wasn't like. You know, I mean, how many girls I really dated, let's say, couple of months or a year or something like that? This is a different story, but girls that just came by, just, you know, it just make you feel more shit, you know?
Yeah. Well, uh, women, I can't say. I'm not speaking generally, but they're my little dog Toby is much more of a lure than my
Mm,
car. If I
mm.
take Toby for a walk down the park trail, I get much more conversation started over the dog than I do over the car.
Oh, that's an absolute truth.
I gotta be,
Yeah.
Dogs are very good
I
for
gotta
that.
tell you something, Doc. Doc, I was intrigued with this lady here. I want to ask you a question. Why didn't she just pretend, if she's worth $100 million,
Yeah.
why didn't she just say, okay, I really want to find a guy. Okay, let me just, can I just give you a simple synopsis, Doc?
Sure,
Why
sure,
didn't
sure.
she just say, I'm going to pretend I'm worth 3 million instead of 100 million? I'm going to drive a top of the range Camry. I'm going to just downplay my life to find a good guy.
Well, she actually
Why
is
didn't
not. She is humble, and she was driving for a very long time a Prius. I don't know what she's been driving the last 10
okay,
years.
then why didn't she just pretend to say, okay, I'm just going to get a normal job so I can find a
She
normal guy?
she couldn't fight her instincts to find somebody that was at her level. That's the
Yeah.
point
But
of
there
me
is
bringing it
nobody
up.
at that level. You
You
There
know,
are.
understand?
She was dating a Hollywood celebrity for a while. So presumably
Yeah,
he
but that's
had.
all people. They're not real people, Doc.
Hey, I agree with you on that. I'm just saying that she couldn't, and she used to do things like she would hang out with celebrities and go to parties and do those things. So
Yeah,
for
they're
her,
boring.
that was, oh, I would agree, but for her, that was the world she was focused on finding somebody in, because a
Well,
normal
maybe
guy
she's
wasn't going to
living in
work.
this fake world. And I mean, she's got to be happy to Jesus that she's worth so much money through a fluke of luck and nature and timing. And she
There
managed
was
to make so
luck
much
in the
money.
right
Good.
time.
You go, girl. You go, girl. But
There was a, yeah.
the reality is, she has to be grateful for what she got instead of thinking it's normal.
I would say she is grateful for what she's got. She's a very nice woman. She's a
Hmm.
friend of mine from high school and college. She was
Then,
always a sweetheart, but she cannot fight her instincts.
yeah. One of the main things about relationships is compromise, and it's something that both parties
but you're
need to
saying,
do.
how are these instincts? These instincts, I mean, she didn't come from money, did she?
No, she didn't come from money.
Then what instincts are this bullshit we're talking about? She's worth
Hy-
100 million. That's just a
her hy-
fluke. It's a lucky thing.
her hypergamous instincts when it comes to finding a man to marry and have children with.
Well, she fucked it up then. She might be worth $100 million, but she fucked up carrying on her gene pool, didn't she, Doc?
Well, that's why I said she was crying on my shoulder
Well,
about
you
10
should
years
have
ago.
said to her, I'm happy to date you.
Actually, I told her, because by the time she did that, I was married. I said, I really wanted to date you and I was chasing you and we were going out dancing all the time because I kept asking you. And she's like, I know, I know. So it's not like she didn't know. It's not like I wasn't obvious. It's
Well, it's
just that
nice to know that someone worth $100 million, not everything goes their way. They fucked up their life just as bad as I fuck up my life.
well, she's a little bit better off financially, but yeah, she's pretty sad and lonely sometimes, of my understanding.
I don't think your gender really has much to do with
Do you-
fucking your life up.
Do you hang out with her, Doc? Do you hang out with her much?
She had some CEO type friends that they were nasty types. They really manipulate and take advantage of situations. They one time, even though they were the ones with money, supposedly worth multiple millions of dollars, they were the ones who connived to get me to pay the bill one time we went out for dinner. I said, no more. I'm never dealing with these people. CEOs.
How much was the bill?
I don't know, a couple $100.
Yeah,
What does that matter?
usually
What's wrong with
tend to
that?
do that.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that is that it should have been split.
Don't you just make it fair? You pay one time, they pay another. That's it. That's how it is. It's fair, isn't it, Doc?
No, what happened was I was being told that the bill was being split all the way around there, and it turned out that I paid almost all the bill. They cheated me, so I ended up putting down a few $100s, and that covered most of the bill. And it's a kind of a long story. It's just that I realized.
Why didn't she back you up then?
It was her birthday, so they were going to let her pay everything because she's got money. And I said, it's your birthday. You can't be paying on your birthday for this dinner.
Doc, this is your own stupidity. Rich people, money doesn't mean anything to them. She wouldn't give a shit if she paid for it or didn't pay for it, but it's offended you deeply.
Well, I was offended more with her so-called friends who were also successful CEOs.
They're not friends. They're hangers-on, Doc. There is no fucking friends out there, Doc.
And that's the truth. They were hangers-on for her.
You gotta wake the fuck up, Doc. You gotta wake the fuck up.
Anyway, I'll deal with her one-on-one, but that's it.
When I was doing super well and money was flowing in really well, I had a girlfriend, and I had lots of friends, and I employed a lot of people. And then when
I'm always
the
your
fires
friend,
happened, same here, Archie. I love you, man. But I'm just saying, like when my house burnt down and I lost everything, right? I just had enough to sell off what I still was left over and survive. Girlfriend didn't drop me, but became very cold, and I saw through. I knew her what was going on anyways, but she just instantly, once she realized the money train ended, she just started getting like, oh, I can see you next month, on Tuesday. And I'm like, okay, I see how it is. And I just told her to fuck off. And, but at the same time,
$2. I got a super chat. I got to grab the super chat. $2.80.
Sure.
Doc, could AC3 eat medieval food if he time traveled? I like medieval food because the rich people ate meat, no vegetables.
I was going to say, I could see you. I could see you playing the role of Henry VIII, and certainly in the classic paintings where he's got some large drumstick in his hand.
Yeah, drumstick
taking
in
a
his
big
hand,
bite on it,
and then
he's
throwing it into the floor.
A pile of pork and beef on the table, and that's AC3. That's how I see AC3, sitting right there, just saying, all right, this will do as a snack, and then what are we going to have for dinner later?
It's good to be the king.
And then, yeah, it's good to be the king.
Yeah.
That's what I see. That's how
I got to tell you, Doc, that's an interesting story, the $100 million lady, right? And the funny thing is, Doc, this is the funny thing. You got better cars than her. You got a BMW M3 and you got a Porsche. Fuck. You're living the $100 million lifestyle, Doc.
The interesting thing is she doesn't spend this money. She's pretty frugal. She doesn't really know how to spend them. Well, she spends the money with travel, I will say that. So she's all around the world, different places. She spends a lot of time in Europe and England.
I think your problem was you should have just let her get the bill for the party. These are not, you're not the same class as them, Doc.
Well, of course, I I realized that
You should
after
have
the
kept your
fact.
nose out of it. As long as you're not
So,
paying, you shouldn't give a shit.
I
so
I
that,
I
so
was
Doc,
instinctively just being the nice guy that I am, and I'm thinking,
Doc,
hey, this
nice
is
guys
her
don't
birthday.
come. Nice guys don't come first,
Oh, I
Doc.
already know we finished last. I know all about
Life
it. Trust me.
there is not a word for adults, Doc.
I already know that one. But we all have instincts, and that was one of mine, is to say, hey, this is her birthday. It's not appropriate. We all can pitch in and cover this meal so that the birthday girl isn't. And but honestly, I was the only person from high school or college there, and everybody else were these CEO people she knew from the
yeah,
business
because
world.
you remember her when she used to be not a multi-billionaire. That's why you
Right. Now I'm
remember her
thinking
as
of
a
her just
person.
as a
Doc,
good friend and a good
I gotta
person.
tell you, most CEOs are psychopaths. Do you understand? Most CEOs are psychopaths, narcissists.
You
Doc,
know, a friend of
if
mine
you don't
pointed out
realize
that
this,
well, a friend of mine pointed, well, first of all, I agree with you on that. A friend of mine pointed out that she may have those tendencies because she was a successful CEO twice. One of the companies sold to Microsoft, and the other company sold to a company similar to Microsoft. And that's how she got these hundreds of millions of dollars. So she may have
now
those
the thing is,
tendencies
Doc,
too.
what does she do now in her life? She might be a perfect partner for you to hitch up with now.
We'll talk about that off air. But I would say the answer is no. She still wants somebody with money.
Well,
Doc,
Doc, I have a question. I mean,
I
she
mean,
have
when I
money.
say money, I mean millions and millions.
Okay, Doc, she have money enough to live another 3 lifetimes, right? I
Exactly.
mean,
She won't spend all of her money now.
You know what? The more money you make, the stingier you get.
Well, some people
yes.
have a nice car, some people get a nice house. She's living in a relatively modest house. She was driving a Prius, and whatever she's driving, it's similar to that. Because she's not a car girl, so she's not
Yeah.
going to get a fancy Lamborghini or something. Even if she could easily get multiple Lamborghinis, one for each day of the week, but she's just not into that. So the question is, well, what is she into? She's into traveling, and she goes to Europe quite often, Asia occasionally. She does a lot of talks about her
what
business
about
success.
clothes, bags, this kind of stuff? She's
Modest,
interested.
relatively modest. She's always dressed nicely and dressed well, but she's not getting like the super brand name $1,000 outfits. No, she's not doing that. She dresses
So
in outfits that cost maybe a few hundred, but
she's not a material girl.
not in the classic sense.
Mm.
No, the only thing
Yeah.
is that she's amassed this money, and she can't envision herself marrying somebody who isn't similar.
Yeah, totally. Well, I've found it very difficult to hang out with friends of very of like
Well,
that have
all I can
very
say
different
is welcome to
incomes.
singledom, bitch. Welcome to
Y-
singledom, Doc.
Yeah, no, you're very right, Archie. But yeah,
But I
I
remember even telling her about, this is a few years ago, but I was telling her, hey, nowadays you can freeze your eggs. You could easily go fly out to uh, either university in Chicago or Stanford or New York. I forget which one of the universities in New York, but a whole bunch of universities were specializing in egg freezing and all this other stuff, right? And she ended up going to one of those places because of my suggestion. This is when she was about maybe 42 or 3,
Uh,
and she found out the success rate with all that stuff is about 10%.
Archie, Archie, even
Even if you tell you, listen, I can be 75 and I still can get pregnant, it doesn't help much because you don't have that many years to live. Right?
I got to tell you, Doc, it seems to me like that's somebody who really is not enjoying their money or enjoying their life.
Mm.
In some ways, Doc, that $100 million, if she would have made 2 or 3 million, she probably would have married George in accounts and lived happily ever after.
I would tend to agree, or if she got the millions later in her life, because she got all that money or a large amount of that money when she was in her early 30s.
Wow.
So,
Doc, it's probably the biggest thing that's it's been the biggest disaster of her life was getting into that money, Doc. But you can't tell people this.
And by the way, how was her dating situation before she got the millions, before her 30s?
She had, when we were in college, she might have had a boyfriend in college. I don't know. She didn't seem to be focused on that. She had a lot of people hitting on her all over the place. But I don't know who she was dating, to be honest. She wasn't dating me. That's all I knew. And the rest of us that knew her from high school, she wasn't dating any of us either. So everybody talked about her because she was hot, but she wasn't dating any of us.
Yeah, maybe she needed to get married a little bit before she got the millions, you know?
Well, I think what Archie says is true. If she just made in her 30s, if she just made maybe $1 million or so, she might have married somebody that was really nice and settled down, had some kids, and then who knows? Maybe she could have made millions after that when she had a family. Who knows? Who knows? But
I mean, it's a disaster, Doc. Doc, it's a disaster. This is really, sometimes don't wish too hard, it might come true. Have you heard that saying?
Oh, absolutely. Be careful what you wish for is sometimes the way we say it.
Doc, could I say it was, me and Archie, we are usually men that work very hard for our money. Could we say that she got very easy money?
No, she worked pretty hard for it too. Honestly, she did work pretty hard for it. She was putting in over 12-hour days when she was starting up these companies and stuff. So that's part of the reason why she wasn't able to date a sort of a, in quotes, normal guy, because she was putting in so much time with these companies. And she might have even done that in her 20s. Who knows? I don't really know enough to know what she was like then. I just know what she was like.
Archie, I have a question.
Sure.
You already had kids on your early 30s, right? I guess.
He had kids when he was 20.
Yes.
22.
Oh shit. Okay,
right?
You know
Were
what?
you 22 when you had your first kid, Archie?
I was 20 actually, but anyhow.
20. So there you go. So I had it right.
Oh shit. You know what? Archie, let's ignore that a little bit. Let's pretend you're on your 30s. On your 30s and you're still single, no kids on your 30s. And you have $100 million. What the fuck you do now?
Look, I gotta tell you, I think the thing is happiness isn't $100 million necessarily. I tell you, why did I get married so early in life?
To start a family, right?
No, because I wanted sex. I like sex. I like fucking. Okay, I don't like jerking off. I like a vagina. Okay, I tell you the truth. And I mean,
true.
I'll be honest with you. Okay, it's like I like driving a car. I bought a car. Why did I buy a car? Because I like driving. I bought a BMW because I like driving a nice car. Okay, and I mean, I'll be honest with you.
What if you bought a car and then you find out that you can't drive it? You can own it, but you can't drive it.
That's when it's time to get rid of it and get a new one. You trade it in at the dealership.
Yeah,
I've been married 3 times. going on 4. Okay.
This is the philosophy. That's
the
right.
reason is I like sex. Okay. And the kids are a byproduct of the sex, and I like the kids. The kids are really, I'll tell you something. The kids themselves, it's an amazing feeling having children. They cause a lot of happiness, but they can also be a lot of sorrow when one of them, have a problems, or they're ill, or they, unfortunately, if one of them dies.
All those things, you end up with the full spectrum on each end.
But I mean, in all honesty, I don't regret having the kids at any stage there. To be honest with you, somebody who is 30, by the time you're 30, you're set in your ways. It's too late. And I got to tell you this, I've met a lot of super rich people. We've got a super chat from Jefferson Exotic, $5. Okay, your rich friend is one of those women for whom no man will ever be right, even if they have 100 million. That's the real issue. I got to tell you, that's exactly it. She's so picky, and you know what? You've got to be realistic. I think the problem is for a lot of women, a lot of guys, they're so picky. I don't set any rules. It's like a friend of mine, Dave, the super collector who buys and sells watches. He says, Arch, I don't set rules. It's whatever comes up at a good price. And that's the same thing with dating. You don't have rules. It must be this, must be that. You say, okay, let's just throw it into the universe. I like to throw it out to the universe and see what comes back. For example, when I wanted a bluesy, I knew I wanted a ceramic bluesy. Did I need 40 or 41? You know what? I just put it out there. I want a ceramic bluesy. I got a 40. Okay?
Yeah. And
you
that's
just
good
take
enough.
what the universe gives you, right? I actually went out there and said, when I got the Breguet, I wanted a sports watch. I was going to get a sports Explorer, but the universe came back with a gold Breguet. You just take what you get. Some of these women, they're so picky. Like I said to this Korean woman, she's 35. She desperately wants to get married. She didn't have a lot of money. I said, honey, you need to pick any guy with a fucking pulse. That's what you need. Any guy with a pulse. I told her this. And you know what? These women are nuts. If you keep picking, right? It's like this. You could pick things to start with. That may work when you're 20, but eventually you run out of options there. Now, this woman here worth 100 million, I'll be honest with you, she hasn't really enjoyed her money.
She hasn't. She hasn't.
She could have enjoyed spending that money with a partner and had twice.
Maybe she likes being a vicious single bitch. Maybe she enjoys being a vicious single bitch.
Well, she used to spend a lot of her money
I have to go, guys.
I'm
going to see you guys later.
Hey,
love you guys.
Later,
Take it easy, Marcelo.
Thanks for coming on, man. It was great having you. Love you.
Okay, see you later, guys.
She honestly was very generous with her mom, and she used to spend a lot of the money with her mom, and they would travel all around the world. And then her mom died, and then it became less enjoyable, all the traveling. But she still travels, my understanding. I haven't talked to her in a long time.
Maybe it's time for you to pick up the phone, Doc.
Yeah.
Again, when we're off the air, I can explain more, but I'm not interested.
Okay. I've found that women find at least me most attractive when I'm happy doing what I love to do. And I'm just like doing what I love to do, and I'm happy doing it. And it doesn't matter whether they're there or not. I don't notice them. And that's when they notice you. If you're out there and it's obvious that you're looking, then that's a turnoff. And
well, you've
almost lost before you've started.
Women can tell when you're hungry, and it's not an attractive thing to be hungry.
Yeah. So if you just, if you concentrate on making yourself happy and do the things that make you happy, your confidence and your aura will shine, and you will just be more attractive. And you also have to be open. You can't like call it. The person that you next meet that you go out with might be somebody you just run into at the grocery store, or you're picking up something for somebody else, or you never know. There is, unless it's an organized dating site or some sort of situation like that. Otherwise, you just have to be open-minded and happy and confident, and honestly, keeping your eyes raised and making eye contact and keeping it, and not looking away, when you're like, I just went to a show. My bass teacher had a show. He's in this cover band, Rush cover band, and I said hi, talked to a couple of girls at the show, and I started the conversation because they were looking at me. I looked at them, and I didn't look away, and they just kept looking at me, and I finally said, "Hi, how you doing?" And they're like, "Hi," and we just.
Now, you're a good-looking guy, Mike. I got to tell you, so one thing I do find with females, Doc, can I just give you one piece of parting advice, Doc?
Sure.
They are incredibly vain.
Vain?
Yeah, I could see that.
Vain.
Well, because part of that is because they're judged based on their appearance far more than men are.
I'll tell you a very quick story from London, then we'll wrap up the show. I was in London, and there was this guy who had this woman next to him. She was a bit older she looked older than the guy, right? And they were both wearing APs. I thought, and I said to them, I could tell I didn't quite know the dynamics, but when I was talking to him, I said, "And tell me about your wife." And that was his mom. And mom, people are so vain. They love that, don't they?
Yeah, you made a very good friend out of that mom.
She was actually fucking beautiful. She was fucking beautiful. And
so you really didn't know it was his mom?
I wasn't sure who she was. She was a bit older, but I thought it could have been his wife.
There you go.
She was stunning, but absolutely stunning. And she had a Coutts bank. She had a Coutts credit card, which Coutts is it's the Queen's Bank.
Wow.
Coutts. It's not like a Barclay card. She had a Coutts card. And I think she enjoyed the
Somebody's
comment.
trying to get out of the box. It's not me.
You hear the tapping. That's it. Someone's doing something.
They're trying to get out of the cage. They're trying to get out of the cage.
Yes. Guys, that's the show for today. Let's thank our sponsors, our super chatters. It was a Patel Philippe day. Patel Philippe, Patel Philippe, Patel Philippe, Patel Philippe. Patel Philippe, Patel Philippe, Patel Philippe. Brody. Patel Philippe, Patel Philippe, Patel Philippe, Patel Philippe. Patel Philippe. Herman Sews. Thank you, Herman. Patel Philippe, Patel Philippe, Scratchy. Chelsky. Little Dave. Patel Philippe, Jefferson Exotic. Guys, that's the show for today. We'll be back tomorrow morning and tomorrow night. See you then, guys.
Don't forget,
hit
the thumb up, people. Show some love.
I'm doing it right now. I forgot. There you go. Boom. Don't forget to upvote, or little meat